Welcome back to Crazy Stupid Midlife Podcast with Danielle and Renee, where we are rebranding midlife one episode at a time.
So last time we spoke about welcome to crazy, and now we're going to talk about welcome to stupid.
We want to talk about how stupid the word itself has so many layers. It's playful, it's unexpected, and it's a little bit rebellious, just like the two of us. Some people might bristle at the word, but that's kind of the point and why we decided to include it in our title.
There's some negative connotations with stupid. Well, we have both sides. Negative stupid, which is I actually really do feel stupid sometimes, a lot of the times. What is it? Forgetting that we walked into a room and what we even went in there for. Opening the refrigerator and staring at the refrigerator items for probably 5 minutes and then wondering, what am I doing? Why am I here? Did I need something out of here? No, I was supposed to go to the laundry room. Go back into the laundry room and I see that the dryer door is open. I don't even know what I did in there. Strewn clothes across the floor. So yes, stupid is in this instance negative. So that's why we say welcome to stupid.
But we also feel like stupid has some positive connotations. You know, people will say the word, oh, that person is stupid smart, or that was a stupid good idea, or someone is stupid strong. So it could also mean positive connotations. And that's why, even though we have it in our title, we don't necessarily mean it's only the times where we are literally stupid and we forget what we were trying to say or lose our train of thought, which happens often, of course, especially in perimenopause with all of our hormones going all over the place. But it also means that we can be empowered to be a stupid, smart version of ourselves, a stupid, strong version of ourselves, a stupid, empowered version of ourselves. So when we say it has layers, that's basically what we mean.
Yes, let's dive a little bit deeper into the negative connotation of stupid. Why I feel stupid a lot of the times. I think stupid for me is most of the time I am talking to someone, I'll be explaining how I went through school, I'm a nurse practitioner, I've got all these degrees, and I cannot think of the next word that I'm trying to say, or I stutter, or I literally can't get the word or find it. I can't grab it. And for me, that's what stupid means in midlife right now. And I don't know if it's just overload, like there's too many things going on, too many balls in the air.
I mean, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. I'm an English teacher, as we introduced ourselves in the first episode. I teach English, and there's often times where I'm writing on the whiteboard and I don't remember how to spell a really simple word, like not something difficult, like even like the word, I think the other day I was trying to write down remember, and I couldn't remember, are there two M's or just one? And I sat there for a while trying to figure it out, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I had another episode that kind of freaked me out. I thought I had like a neurological problem. I couldn't remember what 7 + 7 was. Oh. And I sat there for a while and I was like, I don't know. I was trying to figure out like a grade for something. And then I'm like, okay, we'll try to do 7 + 6. That might be easier. And then I was struggling with that too. And then I was like, oh no, something's really wrong with my brain. So I had to use the calculator. And I think what happened was when I get a little overwhelmed and I get a little like overloaded, it's almost like my brain short circuits and then it's not working well. And then I put pressure on myself to remember. And then I start saying negative things to myself, like, come on, don't be stupid. You know this. And then my brain just goes and shuts down.
Yeah.
And I had to use the calculator.
Yeah.
But now I know it. 7 + 7 is 14.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. I was worried about that. So I think it's called brain fog.
Yeah.
And it could be from hormones. I mean, that's where we are in life. So it's quite possibly, although I'm on hormone replacement therapy. So I'm hoping like the brain fog will go away at some point. I don't know. I think also it's just we handle as women a lot of things. It's the overload. Like I was explaining earlier, it's like having a computer and too many tabs open.
Yeah. That's totally me.
And then you just can't handle any more information.
And one of them is playing music.
Right. Yeah.
Background music.
Yeah. And it's just too much. And you can't, and everything just freezes. Mm-hmm. And it might even just be a sign to like, okay, hello. You
Yeah.
just need to regroup, and it's too much right now.
Or simplify too, instead of trying to take on so many tasks all at once, I think men are really good at that, actually. Men tend to do one thing at a time, and they do that one thing well.
Yeah.
They can't really multitask as well. Not all men, but, generally speaking, if I give my husband a lot of tasks, like on a Saturday, he's kind of like, I'm just going to do that one thing where you want me to, mow the lawn. And then we'll talk about all the other tasks that you have on that list, because I think it's overwhelming. And so I think we as women tend to feel like we have to do it all and do it all well. And maybe it is midlife. Maybe midlife is like, brain needs a little break,
Right.
This is a little too much. I'm going to short circuit and not remember how to add. So
What about we've just for 20 years or so been raising people, and that stimulation has been so much, and we've handled so many things and been multitasking for so many years that our brain is finally like, you're done. You can't do that anymore. Nor do you need to. Everyone is good. We're going to just go ahead and stop you from having to overload.
yeah, definitely. Well, and I also think it's important to note that, the feeling of feeling stupid and maybe like being forgetful too. That's another thing. I tend to be forgetful. And that's often when I'm busy doing some other task, then I don't always remember my things. I leave things. I tend to be forgetful in that way. But I think it's important to normalize it, because this is hormonal. It also is human. Our brains have been computing data for almost 50 years. It's not like we're 12 and we've been computing for 12 years. So I do feel that that's one thing to acknowledge. I mean, I have memories from 5 years old that I could tell in distinct detail. So it's not that we just have poor memories. I think it's more like we're just recalibrating a little bit.
We need to make more space.
Yeah. We need to make more space.
Yeah.
And I think it's also like short-term memory, because long-term memories I can really remember, especially when they're surrounding like some sort of emotional experience, be it positive or negative. I tend to remember those things really well. But lately, my short-term memory isn't as strong. But I also think it's human, and I also think it's temporary.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a break when I do forget, instead of
You mean like your phone today? You were looking for your phone
when I
but
was
you were
on
it?
the phone
Yeah.
with you.
That's always a great one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or your glasses and they're on your face.
right.
It's simple things. But you know what? It's funny too.
It is funny.
Why else? Let's go through this together and laugh at it. And every one of you that's listening knows exactly what we're talking about. There's probably not one of you that's like, I've never done that. That's probably not true, right?
Well, and they also make for great stories. I mean, I always find that the moments where I am the most vulnerable, be it, stupid, maybe I had a emotional breakdown, maybe I, cursed at my child because they were cutting a banana without using a cutting board. I remember getting really mad and going a little cuckoo crazy. But those make like the best stories. If you're always, smart, right? And you're always perfect, they're not great stories.
Yeah. And
they just aren't.
Yeah. Just like this podcast is going to be a little stupid in the beginning because we don't really know what we're doing. And we have to reset our recording device every single time because we cannot remember why it didn't work the last time.
Yep. But on that note,
we're getting better.
We are getting better, but
we're learning so much.
We're learning so much, and we're taking the risk.
Yeah.
Which I love, because this is new to us. Neither of us have any experience with podcasting. We're doing it on our own right now because we both have full-time jobs and we are trying to get this rolling. I think just the fact that we are willing to embark on this journey and make mistakes is awesome for our brains. It's learning a new thing and being bad at it and still saying we're going to keep trying.
Right.
Like, I love that, because if you give up when you're bad at something, you never become good at it.
Right.
I mean, I remember the first time I tried to make macaroni and cheese. I think it's so hysterical. I took cheddar cheese, a block of it. I shredded the cheddar cheese. I put it into a saucepan with some olive oil, and I wanted to make a cheese sauce. I thought the olive oil would be my carrier oil for the cheese. It was a hot mess. And then I went.
It makes sense. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah, it was a hot mess. Burn the cheese, burn the pan. And then I started watching Food Network and I started experimenting.
What age?
I think I was just married early marriage. And I really wanted to learn how to cook. And my mom was kind of intimidating in the kitchen because she was really good at cooking. And I felt intimidated in her presence. She knew what she was doing. She could just, like she was a machine. And so I started watching the Food Network. I started experimenting. I made a lot of bad things. But if I would have given up.
Oh my God, you're a phenomenal cook right now.
I would just.
Like she just made me, what was it? Some little snack from
a
Denmark
Danish breakfast.
Yeah, it was amazing. Every time I come here, you and your family always have exceptional food choices.
But I was bad at it in the beginning.
But right, so, and thank God you stuck with
it. It's good to fail at things, but if it's really important to you, it's good to stick with them and to keep trying to, get better.
I agree. I mean, look at nursing school point.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I mean,
if I would have stopped when I first cried, I would have been done by week 2.
Well, and you had the persistence of a bull. Seriously, it was amazing.
But that's the crazy. Let's move on to the stupid good.
Yes,
because let's
segue into the stupid good.
The stupid good, where we take risks and we're launching businesses and doing new podcasts and learning how to record and edit and put things up and being on Instagram, which is a lot. And
it is a lot
at our age. And I mean, I put a quote up the other day. I don't know if anyone saw it on Instagram, that I think the average CEO and women business owner is like the age of 40 and 50. So that means, like, even though we feel so stupid, we are so stupidly smart and motivated and educated by that point and have so much wisdom to share, that I think this is the perfect time. Because if we would have done this earlier, it wouldn't have gone the same way.
I agree.
We wouldn't have as much insight to give.
And life experience.
And life experience. So crazy, stupid, smart.
Yeah. Crazy, stupid, courageous.
Yeah.
Crazy, stupid, creative.
Yes.
Crazy, stupid, curious.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the most exciting part, is that we're willing to be stupid in front of a lot of people and keep going, because, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
What is there to lose?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. But to gain, we could share our experiences. We could share some of our options, our solutions, our creativity, and hopefully reach people who are going through the same thing as us and can take some of our ideas and try them at home and share them with us, and share your own ideas. And we can, share those ideas with everyone else.
But also, we're going to be learning.
Yeah.
So we're going to be learning alongside with our guests. We're going to bring some amazing guests that have done things like this too, where they just took a chance and they did something crazy good and learned something new that works for them in midlife. And just remember, midlife is, I mean, it can be late 30s.
Yeah, for sure.
For the rest of your life, really. Because midlife is a huge chunk of time. And I truly believe that in midlife, you've learned so much prior to, so you have so many resources to connect with and to just become better. So I think we're going to have so much to learn as well from you. And make sure you guys email us and text us maybe not text us, but email us.
Email us or Instagram, DM.
We'd like to know what you want to learn.
Yeah, for sure. We want to make sure that these episodes are relevant and current and exciting, and that you learn some new things, but we also want to learn from you, like Danielle said. I love that. I think creating a community of learning and a community of support is crucial to longevity and life acceptance.
So that is pretty much welcome to stupid good and stupid negative.
And stupid.
And just plain old stupid. So we are going to talk about, I think, what's coming up. And we're going to have some guests, like we said, and education on what to be doing in midlife. What do you guys want to hear? What do you guys want to talk about? So give us some questions. We want to hear your stories. Don't forget to Instagram message us, if that's even what you say. Instagram message.
I think DM.
Slide into our DMs, or is that not?
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit
sexual.
Sexual.
So don't slide into our DMs. Just message us, either email, not Facebook. We don't do Facebook, but Instagram.
I think we also want to do like a listener poll
Yeah.
on Instagram, and we're going to figure that out. And we want to ask you guys, what's the stupidest thing you've done lately or this week? I think that would be a really fun poll to take.
So what do we have? What's our next? I think we're going to have a guest.
Yeah, we have a guest coming up.
We also,
which is exciting.
Renee and I are going to take a sexy dance class. We'll get some video from that, and we're going to have the studio owner
and studio manager.
Yeah, we're going to have them as guests because Renee has talked about this dance before, and she loves it. It's very empowering and sexy and makes her feel amazing. So I can't wait to try it, and then we'll talk about it and get some information about it. If you're in San Diego, it'd be great. You can try a class too.
Yes.
And if you've tried a class and you've heard our podcast, let us know what you think, because we would love to know your experience as well. So that's coming up.
Yes, that's on the horizon. We're really excited about that. I started taking the dance classes with my daughter, and I'll talk more about that when we actually are interviewing the studio owner and the studio manager. But for me, it was really life-changing. I just felt so free and young, and it was like therapy. It really changed me and put me in a good mood, and I would come home and just be like on cloud nine. So can't wait to share that with all of you, because sometimes it's the least expected thing that brings you the most joy.
It's very true. Very true. So we just want to reinforce that Crazy Stupid Midlife is about embracing all of it. The mess, the magic, the missteps. Stay tuned for what's to come and share your stories with us. We'll see you with our new guests the next time, our new friends.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you all so much. And until next time, stay crazy.
And stupid.
And stupid. Always stupid.